What is up, Denverites, potential future Denverites, or just beautiful, awesome people all over the world watching this video? Wherever you are, welcome to Things to Know, Places to Go, Washington Park edition. Now, if you are new to my Things to Know, Places to Go video series, welcome. My name is Torrey Drake. I'm a local Denver realtor, and in the Things to Know, Places to Go video series, because I have a lot of them, is when I take a community in Denver and break down all the things I think you should know. Then I give you my favorite places to go in that community in the form of my favorite local coffee shop, food spot, and fun local thing to do that you can only do in the community that's being covered. Like I said, today is Washington Park, aka Wash Park. Now, before we get to Things to Know, Places to Go, real quick, I started off with location, where it is in proportion, in relation to the rest of Denver, and then I top it off with some real estate fast facts so you can know what you need to know about this area. So Washington Park is just southeast of Denver. You're about 10 to 20 minutes from downtown, 10 to 15 minutes from the Denver Tech Center, 30 minutes from Golden, 45 minutes to Boulder, and 30 to 45 minutes from the mountains. Of course, the deeper into the mountains you're going, they're gonna get 45 minutes to an hour plus. Then in terms of freeway access, you have the I-25 just west of Washington Park. So if you need to go north or south, that is somewhat conveniently located. You're gonna have to cross a few busy roads to get there. So depending on what time you're looking to access that freeway, it could take you 5 minutes or it could take you 10 to 15 minutes. And then you have a light rail station on the south side. If you wanna go carless at any point in time, you got the light rail station south side for your convenience. And last but not least, before we get to Things to Know, something I wanna point out so you can notice it during the B-roll and watching, seeing homes behind me, is that one of the coolest fun parts about Washington Park is the style of homes here. Is that a lot of the homes were built, you know, late 1800s or early 1900s. You get these really pretty brick buildings here, and then you're gonna notice in the B-roll there's also a lot of scrapes, meaning someone bought maybe a property like this, tore it down, and built like a borderline mansion on it. So they have a really fun range of homes. Like you can see here behind me, got it really cute, not small by any means, it's smaller than that one. And then you have a bigger home right there, and then we have homes much bigger than that one too. So because Wash Park is as small as it is, we don't really have room to build new homes, so people come in and tear down older homes and then build whatever they want on top of it. So you're gonna see some really cool range of homes in the B-roll. Things to know number one about Wash Park / Washington Park is that it's named after the very big park here called Washington Park. You have wherever you live basically in the Wash Park area, that park is just a walk or a very short bike ride away, and that park is absolutely beautiful. It's really big, it's really well maintained. So things to know number one is that yes, Washington Park is huge, it's beautiful, and people use the heck out of it. If you, as we'll see in some of the footage I'm gonna be putting up, is that it is very popular park. People run, people bike, there's volleyball courts, people bring their own sports, picnic, people do everything at this park. It is very active. Thing to know number two is that Washington Park is very walkable. And I mean that in an interesting way. It's very walkable in terms of how pretty it is, and that you can walk around. It's not loud because you're secluded, you're not in the middle of main roads. It's pretty much always gonna be quiet like this. So quiet that I actually feel a little uncomfortable recording this video because I'm the loudest thing in this area right now. I'm the loudest thing. But it's very walkable in terms of like, you can really go anywhere in Wash Park. It's gonna be pretty, you can walk around, but it's not walkable in terms of like, oh, you can go walk to this coffee shop and then go walk to this grocery store and then go walk to this other errand. There's only 2 commercial areas in all of Wash Park. So it's not walkable in terms of being able to do all your errands unless all the errands you need can be done on those 2 very small commercial areas. That once again, for some people, that's a huge bonus. Only 2 commercial-ish areas and the rest of it's residential and park. That may be amazing. For some of you guys may be like, nah, I need more easier access to grocery stores or more easy access to whatever it is that you want. Number 3, but before we get to that, let's look at some cool homes. Look at that one behind me. And we got this one. And then we have these cool brick ones right there. Really fun. Can you tell I like homes? Okay, so thing to know number 3 is that despite how busy Washington Park, like the park itself is, not Washington Park, the community, but the park itself, it is a very busy park. People are always there, always using it, which makes it very fun. But it's big enough that you are always going to be able to have your own private space. You're always going to be able to find where you need to go to throw the frisbee around and play maybe not play baseball, but throw a baseball. You're always going to find your own space, and despite how busy it is, they always keep it really clean. Like that park is immaculate. I have no idea what their budget is to keep that park clean, but oh my goodness, it is just a very clean, safe, family-friendly park 24/7. By the way, if you are taking notes on this video, trying to find the right community for you, I did all of that homework for you. I put all of my things to know places to go for all the communities in Denver, surrounding Denver, into one convenient ebook that you can download for free and access immediately by clicking the link below. Thing to know number 4, Washington Park as a community is very, very quiet. I think I've touched on this already, but I'm gonna add on to it in a moment. Washington Park, the park, is very, very busy. Washington Park, the community, which I'm in right now, as you can hear, is super quiet. Once again, I am the loudest thing. Sorry, everybody. But when the time comes that you want to leave your little oasis of Wash Park and depart into the rest of Denver, you are surrounded by some really busy main roads, Alameda and University being 2 of them, and that can make it not as convenient to get around once you need to leave Wash Park. Look at that, I'm not the loudest thing anymore. But yeah, if you're looking to get around, if you're looking to leave Wash Park, you are surrounded by busy roads, so it can be a little more traffic heavy once you leave the immediate area. Thing to know number 5 is there are beautiful trees lining these streets all throughout Wash Park. It's not just the park itself that has this beautiful foliage, we'll call it, but this is the area as a whole. And I'm filming this on the tail end of fall. Well, actually, sorry, beginning of spring. So a lot of the trees are still dead from fall. But just imagine how gorgeous all these residential streets are when all of these trees and flowers are alive and blooming. It is just so pretty. Thing to know number 6 is that parking around Washington Park itself is brutal. Once again, super busy park. People love it. Big enough that you're always gonna have your own space doesn't mean big enough that you're gonna find parking conveniently. Parking can be tough. Thing to know number 7 is that one of the coolest streets you have in Wash Park for commercial stuff, and let alone this is one of my favorite streets for all of Denver, is this block on Mississippi and Gaylord and Mississippi. Really walkable little block, basically as long as where I am right here, of just local businesses, cool coffee shop, there's a brewery there with an outdoor patio, clothing stores, boutique shops, really walkable, really fun. And that is definitely a really cool area to go check out whenever I have new people coming here and they want to get a good feel for Wash Park. I always tell them, go check out Mississippi and Gaylord. One of the really cool things about Gaylord and Mississippi, that little like block of fun things to do and see and whatnot, is that it's right in the middle of a residential community like I'm in right now. So literally just imagine you're driving down a street like this and then boom, instead of these beautiful homes, it's beautiful local coffee shops, breweries. Well, I think there's one brewery there actually, but a couple outdoor patios, restaurants, diners, boutique clothing stores, and then all of a sudden you get to the end of that block and it's more homes like this. So it literally feels like you just stumble upon it by accident. You're like, whoa, this is really cool. And then you can get out, walk around. It's just a fun place to go check out. Well, that was things to know about Washington Park / Wash Park, which is what locals call it once again. Let's move on to places to go. Where should you go to get an awesome cup of coffee, good plate of food, and a fun local thing to do? For coffee, I invite you to go to Devil's Food. Devil's Food is a cool coffee shop right on that Gaylord, Mississippi block. So to put you right where you need to be to have some fun walking around and see that area I was just gushing about. But heads up on Devil's Food, it is very popular and very good. So you may have to wait in a little bit of a line depending on what time you go, of course. And something else about Devil's Food that I like to share is that I had the best cookie of my life from Devil's Food. It's one of those things where I just bought it when I saw it, like, oh, that looks good. Bought it, took a bite, and it was just like, oh my God, this is the best. It was, I think I haven't had it since, because I don't want to ruin the memory. I always tell myself, like, dude, don't try to recreate it, just let it live on as that amazing random moment that you had the best cookie of your life. But if you go there and they happen to have like what looks like a sugar cookie with orange frosting on top, that's the cookie. Get it, and it will just change your life. So let's say you had your cup of coffee from Devil's Food and the stars aligned and you were graced with walking in the door and seeing that sugar cookie with the orange frosting. You had it, it blew your mind. You are now in love with Wash Park and you want to know where to get a great place to eat. You go to Washington Park Grill. Devil's Food is on one side of Gaylord, Mississippi, and then Washington Park Grill is on the other. So it's really fun because you can just walk. Hi. It's really cool because you can just walk from one side of the block to the other and then you have a great place to eat. You got a really pretty patio. The food is grade A. It is just a really cool place to be. And then what is a fun local thing to do? This is a pro local tip, is that you go to Bonnie Bray's Ice Cream. I bet you're gonna think I said go spend time in Washington Park, which obviously, well, Washington Park, the park itself, which obviously I do recommend that, but how you want to do it like a true local is you start at Bonnie Bray, which is a really popular local ice cream place. But the reason I'm really recommending it and why it's a pro local move is that it's on Ohio. And you can literally just walk down Ohio, get Get your ice cream from Bonnie Bray, walk down Ohio, and you're gonna be walking past homes like these, trees like these, and within 5 minutes, a 5-minute walk, you are in Washington Park, the park itself, and then you can spend your day at Washington Park, the park itself. So Devil's Food for coffee, Wash Park Grill for food, and Bonnie Bray for ice cream, and then walk down Ohio, look at the beautiful homes and trees, and then bam, within a couple minutes, or like 5 minutes, you're at Washington Park to enjoy. Well, that was things to know, places to go about Washington Park. Let's finish off with real estate fast facts. Look at that pretty tree. This area is gorgeous. Real estate fast fact number one, something I touched on, is that scrapes are very popular here, where they buy an older home, tear it down, and build up something new. Like that one. Thing to know number two is that Wash Park is the third most expensive community / area in Denver. Now, I don't like to give median prices on these videos because it becomes outdated in like a week, let alone a year or two. So if you want to know updated pricing on this area, leave a comment and I will be happy to give you updated pricing. Just let me know if you're looking for a single family home or a town home, which real estate fast fact number three, that's pretty much all you can do here, single family homes and condos, or sorry, single family homes and townhomes, not really condos here. Well guys, that concludes things to know, places to go, Wash Park edition. Once again, my name is Torrey Drake. I'm a local Denver realtor. I appreciate your time so much. I love making these videos. I love Denver. I love Colorado. I love Denver rides. And I would love to help you with any real estate needs. If you have any, you can reach out to me using my information below. I know it is so cliche to ask, but please consider subscribing to the channel because that would just mean so much to me. It's such a simple little button click, but it means a lot to me, guys. Thank you so much. Torrey Drake, Denver realtor. Have a great day.